Hello, hi. I'm gonna show you guys some, it's a collection today. So I'm gonna show you guys that and give you some tips on that. But before I start, the only thing that I have on my face other than like my skincare that I did is this e.l.f. Whoa Glow Sun Touchable. It's a broad spectrum sunscreen. It's a 30 and I am using, it doesn't have the color on it. I think it's Sunbeam was the color. Oh yeah, Sunbeam. It does have the color on it in yellow. There it is, Sunbeam. All right, so I have that on my face. That's it. So I'm gonna start, I'm doing my face. I'm gonna do the basic of basic, trying to create room on my table here. I'm going to do the basic of basic. So on the Seint website, there is a section called, I wrote it down so I wouldn't get it wrong, starter collections. So I'm going to be working using the smallest one of the collections that you can get. When you order this collection, if you order this is a number 4 collection, you're going to get a palette, a brush, and you're going to get the 4 colors based off of your skin tone. Okay, so I think this is a really good place to start. Also, these starter collections, if you need a refill, that's a good place to do that, to get your colors and all of that, because if you're needing a new brush, palette, whatever, it is discounted when you buy those. And if you wanted to add to your collection, you can do that through there as well. So they have number 4, number 8, and number 12. Number 12 will come with 2 brushes, eyeshadow, maybe eyeliner, bronzer, illuminator. Like the 12 is the full shebang. If you're getting started, that would be a really good place because you're going to get a palette 12, you're going to get 2 brushes, and you're going to get everything to do your face. So anyways, a number 4, which is this one that I'm going to show you, a number 8, which will be larger. It will be a palette 8, and it will hold, I think you don't get eyeshadows with that one. You get more of these big tins in the 8, and then the 12 you go to 2 brushes, eyeshadows, and all of that. So collections 4, 8, 12. When you click on those on the website, there are 12 different levels. Level is your skin tone. There are pictures so you can help compare to figure out which skin tone you need to be. If you need my help, I'm always willing to do that. If you want to send me even I know a no makeup selfie is really intimidating to a lot of people. I do think that that's the best way to get matched overall, but if you're not wanting to do that, I can still help you with a collection. Even if it's a non-filtered makeup photo, so I can get a good idea of your skin tone. To do that, I don't want to color match all of your colors based off of that, but if you need help, I can still try to tweak that and try to get that figured out. So I'm going to do this one. Like I said, this is a collection 4 and I'm a level 2 for that. So it comes with a contour, it comes with 2 highlights and a lip and cheek. Okay, and it comes with the 3D brush. I did just clean it, so here's your reminder. If you have not cleaned your brushes recently, please go do that. Okay, so I'm starting off with contour. Okay, this contour is probably slightly darker than what I normally use, but I trust Seint when they tell me to use this color. So this is Astoria, and I'm gonna start doing that here on the cheekbones. It's really hot up here, so my face is probably gonna get extra red. I cut the air on, but it's like a little too late for it to cool down while I'm doing this. So if my face gets really red, that's why. But I'm using candlelit, which helps offset that. All right, so just tap, 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 tapping into your contour. You really don't need to like dig into it or swipe really, okay? Just a few little taps, and that's gonna give you enough to do like almost your whole forehead. Tap, tap, and then do that. And this chair squeaks, I'm sorry. So many things today, so many things. All right, I'll always contour here. Okay, and then just pull that down. And I'm actually going to contour my nose with my fingers. So I'm just going to tap a little bit on my ring finger, smush those together, and then take those right down my nose. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to jump over to my brightening shade, I think is what I'm going to do. let's go to brightening. So it comes in handy when you set up your palette. It doesn't really matter in what order you set it up, but I always recommend 2 highlights, one for brightening and one is your main. So always keep those 2 side by side so you can tell the difference on what is your main highlight and what is your brightening. One's gonna be lighter than the other, so. All right, now going in with this opposite end of this brush and just gonna tap, 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 and I'm gonna put that in a few places. Now, if I had a color matched myself, I would have done a bigger contrast between these 2 colors. That's just me. Seint knows what they're doing though, so this is what they decided to do together. Sometimes this color is actually my main shade, just not in the summertime. So I would do a brighter pop if it was me. And that's why it does come in handy to have me color match you, I think, if you like to have a more bright concealer. I'm gonna start tapping that in around my eye mainly and kind of get some of that blended with still tapping with this brush. Okay, tap, tap. And I'm pressing it into my skin. I'm not really dragging it around my eye because it has that really delicate skin under the eye, you know. And speaking of cleaning your brushes, I can smell the brush cleaner. If you have never tried to clean them with a microfiber cloth, if you just used a regular like towel or whatever you had, I just cleaned mine with my bath towel just because I had gotten out of the shower. I was like ready to roll, clean it, whatever. They don't get as clean without the microfiber cloth. So just telling you guys, the microfiber cloths are magic. I love them so much. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my main shade and I'm gonna go back to this end and I'm again tap, tap, tap. These are fresh ones, tap, tap. And then I'm just gonna tap this on here. And this is gonna help offset that redness and cover anything that is not already covered is what I'm doing. I haven't really blended my contour yet, I know. I'm gonna get to it. Tap, tap, tap. And every time that I feel like I need more product, it's just like a quick couple of taps into the product. You don't want to pick up too much. Less is more with this makeup always, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend up here. All right, I'm just gonna kind of tap some of this in like that. And then I'm gonna add my cheek color. Now this collection does not come with bronzer. That would probably be the one thing with a number 4. Sorry, she's tiptoeing around. That would probably be the one thing with the number 4 is that you can't get a bronzer, and that would be like the icing on the cake to a palette 4. So, but again, if you're looking for somewhere to start, this is a really good place. So I'm just gonna do like 2 little taps with my finger. And this is the color Nude. This is the one that was with my, a tiny bit more right here. This is the one that was with my skin collection, skin tone collection. All right, and then I'm just gonna tap that in. And I'm tapping up and back. If you want it more dramatic, you can. I'm going kind of subtle with it. Okay. Now I am going to add some of that to my lips. I actually really love this color, especially on the lips. It's so pretty. Okay. All right, did I blend everything? If you have an area that you need to touch up or whatever, just take your, I'll normally do it with my finger. I have this spot right here that's kind of like a scar almost now. I'm just gonna tap over it. That's a freckle. And once you tap, it just kind of melts into your skin. You're good to go. So if you are oily, I would add setting powder. I always think that bronzer is a good idea, but you can also build your own palette based off of these colors. You can figure out what colors you need. They're listed right on the website. Like when I go to my number 4, level 2, it has Astoria, Candlelit, White Peach, and Nude. So you can always build your own palette and then add the powder and the bronzer, and then you'll get a palette credit so you can get a bigger palette with the discount. Does that make sense? There's so many different ways that you can do this, but if you ever have questions, that's why you have me. That's what I'm here for, to answer all the questions. So there's that. I just kind of wanted to show you that, and also just kind of tell you guys that's a good place to look if you're feeling like you need a new lip and cheek, or you're thinking about eyeshadow colors and that type of thing. The website's a good place to do that because it gives you ideas based off of your skin tone. So there's that. I will link the collections, how to get there, with this video. But as always, just let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll see you all next time.